Should we concentrate?
Can you dig it? Nigga.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck all that Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, real shit, Hunter. Tell him, nigga. Ain't no Happy Wednesday. Fuck all that.
You gotta be careful out here today, man.
Listen.
I thought it was happy.
You have to be careful
you know
what
what?
you talk about today.
Listen. Before we get on in and all that, let's just say we happy to be back with the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Happy
saying? On
Wednesday.
another Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Live and ready to get lit. You understand me? Now let's get into the shit. You know what I'm saying? and off jump, you know what I'm saying? The last thing I want.
202-65. Call in with your opinions, man.
Right.
We not really, holding no punches. Or,
Nah,
we
we
ain't
not.
got no cut cards tonight. So
Not
you're
today.
going to hear a lot of niggas and bitches and vulgar terms. And
Yeah.
if really,
Yeah.
for real, if you hear something that you don't like, don't nobody give a fuck, man.
Just turn your station.
So let's go,
Turn
man.
to another
Yeah,
station.
because we talking to the people.
And
feel me?
you can also catch us on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're also on YouTube
Okay.
at Crown KROWN
That's true.
360.
That's real shit.
You can catch us on what? Apple TV as
Apple
well.
TV. Let it be.
Fleet
man.
TV.
Fleet TV. Let it be known.
man.
Let it know. We out there.
Roku.
Roku.
I finally learned how to say it.
Okay.
Roku.
All right, talk that foreign shit.
Welcome.
Yeah. Now let's get into the shit.
All right,
You know
where
what
we
I'm saying?
start at? Where we start at?
Let's start it with the fuck I had to start at today. Niggas blowing my phone up talking about slavery is a choice all of a sudden.
Oh my God.
Mr. Coonye West.
Oh, I love
Did she
that.
say
Coonye.
that?
That was awesome.
Coonye.
That was
We falling for the spell.
That was
The
awesome.
same Kanye spell.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you right now. The crazy part about it is it always takes one crazy motherfucker to say one thing to sprout a whole gang of crazy other motherfuckers to follow the shit. Because before this nigga say this shit, I've never heard nobody post nothing talking about slavery was a choice. But now all of a sudden, because this crazy motherfucker saying some crazy shit like that without no context, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, and you know what I'm gonna say what pissed me off though? Is that I see these memes and these motherfuckers have the audacity to try to compare slavery, what they tried to attempt to Haiti, you know what I'm saying, with what they did to us. And it's two different things. It's like even with the Holocaust, you can't compare the Holocaust to what they did to us. It's two different things, my nigga. Even
But
though
all of them in the same were fucked up.
it was.
It was fucked up
It was,
because-
but hold up, but before you even get to that, E, because I'm gonna let everybody get to their shit.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying. But with Haiti, they fought back and they got their freedom with motherfuckers trying to slave them. But this is what niggas don't understand. And I hope you motherfuckers call up here and had the heart to talk that dumb shit to me, because this is the shit I'm saying is that when they came and got us, they took us from our land and took us from overseas to a whole nother land. You know what I'm saying?
Chained us.
Change
Damn.
with the whole traumatization of being on that ship, seeing motherfuckers thrown off the boat. You know what I'm
Raping
saying?
us.
And all
Instilling
kind of shit.
fear.
All kind of shit.
So is that really our history?
Nah, but what I'm saying
I'm
is,
throwing curveballs all
it's a
day today.
part.
So is that really our
it's
history?
not the whole
Did
history.
it start there? Like,
Nah, it didn't start there.
No, it started
what I'm
before.
saying was,
Shit.
melanated people was already here in the first place. You feel
so
me?
can we go to that point though?
All right, so look, they already had niggas they probably had enslaved and shit while the melanated niggas here. But I'm
as
talking. But
long
what
as
I'm saying
history has
is
been recorded,
the
it's
niggas, the slaves that I'm talking about is the slaves of the narrative that our people identify with. That Kanye is sitting here saying that this was their choice.
The
So he-
European transatlantic slave trade.
That's what I'm talking about
crossing the water
specifically.
shit.
That's what
Okay,
I'm talking about
Okay.
specifically.
So that's the context we setting it in.
Okay, yeah,
That
that's
Christopher
cool.
Columbus
What's up?
Day.
So you don't think he was talking, not in defense of him.
Okay.
He was not talking about enslavement within our mental.
Nah, he said slavery as a
Exactly.
choice.
I just wanted
as
to
a
make
whole.
that clear.
Yeah. If he gave it like I said, it was absent of context. If he
Absent of
gave that
context.
shit any context, we maybe could have a more of a empathetic conversation with what this nigga said. But this nigga gave no context. He said it like the world was supposed to understand. Like he said some groundbreaking shit. But this
Right.
this what I'm trying to tell niggas, because I'm not even tripping about Kanye, because I'm not a nigga that believe in false idols in the first place. So I don't give a fuck about about the nigga for real. But when I seen the memes and the niggas following shit, the fake ass conscious niggas that think that you conscious because you being anti the tradition, when really, nigga, you not conscious because you probably don't even meditate, you probably don't even search for knowledge, you probably don't even eat healthy, none of that shit that actually embodies what consciousness is about. You don't do that. You just a nigga that don't want to go to church. So don't tell me no shit. Or read. But yeah, you want to share memes.
Do not read.
Niggas do not read.
And that's one thing that we learned about Kanye. He doesn't research anything that he says. Everything that he says is just
it's emotional.
Random.
See, that's not true though.
He don't read.
He's all around yes man. No one is gonna tell
That's
Kanye
true,
that
too.
he
You
has
want
a
some
fucked up
fuck
way
shit.
of thinking.
Yeah, real shit. I've seen celebrities pussyfoot around a nigga talking about, oh, that's just Ye being creative. Nah, nigga.
As Van said, absent thought.
Yeah, but when you like also like the nigga Van said, which I want to give him props and shit
It was
because
so deep.
yeah, because when you got a platform like that, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how you feel. You got to be responsible for the people that put you on that platform. You know what I'm saying? And don't sit here and say that, oh, you beyond color, nigga. You international. Nah, bruh, because when you spark that whole saying talking about this shit was a choice, you are disrespecting ancestors that was killed, that was split from their families, that was taken from their God, taken from their land, and you want to talk about a fucking choice. Nigga, it was they took us from unity and split us up in deeper division. And you want to talk about some motherfucking choice.
It was so deeper than that.
It's disrespectful.
They had our ancestors having sex with their own children
Bruh.
to produce.
Come on, man.
You know,
This is traumatic.
It was so
This is
disgusting for him to
traumatic,
say that.
It's traumatic. We talking about trauma. And the
Yeah.
same thing about it is the nigga that's saying the shit is the nigga that we saw never recover from his trauma from his mother's loss.
Absolutely.
And motherfuckers put this nigga, this false nigga, this nigga that wasn't raised by no man. He don't got no testosterone coming from this nigga.
He's playing with race
But
and
that's
politics,
when he
and that's
started
not where he needs to be
spiraling
at.
out of control.
When his mom
His
died.
when?
His mother died.
Yeah.
He has not
See,
yet
we keep bringing up this point when his mother died. We keep bringing it
but
up.
he's not
like,
yet still grieved his mother's death.
But I mean,
I don't
but
know
it's
if he
hard to
agrees with
say
it.
that
Kanye
though.
West was always
We're
crazy.
talking about how, like, his mother died 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you saying, nigga?
So
your
what I'm saying is no, like it's the same thing that Rodney was talking about. Like, people die every day. We're not saying that to
Wow.
be dismissive of death. No, we're not saying that.
Okay.
What we're saying is people are referencing Kanye's behaviors now. Based on how his mother died a certain amount of time ago,
No.
when we had people dealing with certain things.
Nah.
We was referencing that when he first started acting out when his mother died.
I
This is
agree.
not a new.
Yeah, but
Thoughts
I don't
for
think
Kanye.
it was.
I agree.
Yeah, but
I
I don't.
agree with the lady. I agree with T.
I don't think it's an acting
Because that was
out,
the
like-
first thing I said when he started acting crazy. I was like, yeah.
This
ever
nigga
since
tripping
his
off his
mother,
mom, yeah.
he
Because think
ain't-
about it, man.
Because he
When-
kept working. He didn't take no time off. It's like it never happened for him.
Right.
But
He just
see,
kept
he
going.
mentioned
Bullshit,
something.
man.
What's up?
So you married
As
Kim
well,
K
what-
because
I'm
his
gonna-
mother died?
I'm
No,
gonna
we're
piggyback
not
off
saying
what you're
that.
saying. You said he didn't take no time out. He didn't do this. He mentioned something also. He said, it was the funniest shit.
What'd he say?
He said, I had liposuction.
Oh, this
Come on,
nigga.
man.
Listen, he said, I had
Yeah.
liposuction. I wanted to please you guys.
Yeah.
You guys.
That's how you
But
know.
think
This is
about
why
it.
a lot
he
of
playing the
people
fiddle.
in
He like, he on
Hollywood
his-
turn to drugs and addiction
Yeah.
and mental illness
Mm-hmm.
because
That's
of the
what Kanye
pressure
Yeah.
of pleasing any and everybody out there just to be accepted, just to be relevant.
Right.
But think about this. Before his mom passed, Kanye was pro-black.
Man.
He wouldn't have never thought about
So his mother died changed
Going-
He
that?
looks like Donald Trump right there.
having
I mean, it
lipo
happens, bro. I've
before
seen
the crazy hit.
I've seen people suffer loss and never recover
Oh, yeah, he
recover
was-
from
he
it.
was
You feel me?
Right.
It's possible.
But I think I mean. So how do we pick and choose who that applies to?
My thing
How do
is,
what I'm saying is how do we skip the bum nigga on the corner that's bumming for a dollar? I know plenty of niggas that's bumming for beer money. How do we skip them from this Kanye shit but give it to Kanye? Come on, man.
Because we don't.
what do you mean?
They're not not on
The
the
fuck?
platform. We don't
Nah,
know.
he wasn't
That's the
saying.
difference.
You would think he would know.
It's people that lose their parents every day.
Yeah.
So why does Kanye get this pass because his mother died a certain amount
I
of
don't
time
think he
ago?
gets a
That's
pass.
why.
Well, listen,
It's
with,
not a pass.
with me, he don't get no fucking pass. But what I'm saying is, if I'm
But
gonna get,
it sounds like just from. I'm not saying that we giving it, but I know we speak from.
but the
a
world is giving
certain
him a pass. Yeah,
perspective,
it's I
certain
see,
sense.
I see a lot of black niggas giving him a
He's
pass.
hustling an album right now.
He
That's all
is.
he
He
doing,
is.
man.
He's doing. Ultimately, his whole agenda of getting everybody to talk about him. He's successful in doing that. We all
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
always
But like I
doing
said,
that.
I didn't even want to talk about the nigga till I woke up this morning and I seen niggas that I knew and I fuck with, and I want you niggas to call the show because I see niggas talking about all of a sudden now slavery is a choice, and I want you niggas to actually tell me how that
is
shit is a
so-
choice when you motherfuckers now are in mental slavery, and that's a choice.
That's a choice.
Right now, and you motherfuckers still sitting over this joint worshiping
That's a
Jesus.
choice.
You niggas still sitting over here worshiping Obama. You niggas still over this joint
Wait a minute.
worshiping a lot of fuck shit.
Told you
That's
Royal
the-
You know what I'm
Rumble
saying?
tonight,
Nah,
man.
nigga, because I get
No,
tired of
it's
this
so
shit.
true.
Wake the
I
fuck
feel
up.
you.
Everybody
I
defend
feel
themselves, man.
Wake the fuck up, bruh. The mental slavery is a choice. We done seen what the fuck. We done seen the system fail us multiple times, and niggas still believe in the system.
Everybody doesn't see that. I mean, because
Nah, it's evident, bro.
If we're gonna talk about the system failing, then
But we need to
did-
overcome
has
that.
religion failed?
Yes.
How?
Religion has failed because religion doesn't
Hold on, ladies.
apply.
Hold on. This is me and Joe
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah. Religion has failed us because religion has never applied to the plight that we in now. It tells us to cope instead of telling us how
Right,
to
that's
change.
what keep people going.
Exactly. Instead of telling us how to change the now.
Would you say cope?
Cope. It's a
need that
coping
cope.
mechanism. All this shit is a coping
Man, I
mechanism,
feel like
bruh.
I just said that to somebody over there.
Bruh, but that's
There's
what
a
I'm
difference between coping and healing, ain't it?
Exactly. Healing means
But
now,
anyway, yeah.
now I can continue to
move
fight.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
I can
continue to
move
fight
forward.
this battle. But how you gonna tell me continue to fight this battle when nothing is changing? You tell the same churches that's telling you to pray to Jesus, telling you who to vote for. And then motherfuckers that you vote for has never changed nothing. And motherfuckers have never done the research about the gods they worshiping. You only doing what your parents told you. And your parents only doing what their parents told them. They doing the best they can. Now, we have life now to fight this mental slavery. But now we settle because we comfortable. We want and we fight for the right to be comfortable as a people. And that's why niggas is mad about Kanye. Is because niggas were comfortable believing in niggas like Obama and Kanye and people that on the platform. As soon as a nigga show y'all that y'all shouldn't believe in them, now all of a sudden y'all motherfuckers crying on the internet. Now all of a sudden y'all want to act like this nigga done shook y'all world up. When you shouldn't believe in them niggas in the first, you be believing in yourself.
You know
You
what's-
should be believing yourself, and you should start reading more. I think a lot of our black men need to not, and I'm not saying all, a lot of our black men need to start getting business minded when it comes to having, like we was talking about last week, having your own businesses.
That helps, yeah.
Getting into politics more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking for a basketball scholarship or a football scholarship
Or a
rap
job.
career.
Or a job.
rap career
Or a job.
Let's get
Or a job. Be an entrepreneur.
be your own entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah.
And start educating yourself about your history, about your about your own community, the rules, the
Yeah.
regulations before you even move into that community.
Hey, you know what? I want to piggyback what you said on that because that's what I was tripping on when niggas was all heartbroken about Kanye. This nigga hasn't been part of our community for a long time.
Absolutely
You know what I'm
not.
saying? This nigga has been privileged and amongst wealth for quite some time now.
Yeah.
So when he says something like that, it's not shocking to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
All right,
nigga,
all
I'm in
right.
the struggle right now. A nigga in the struggle would never say some shit like that. Only a nigga that's been around privilege and breathed that air. Now all of a sudden he high off that shit.
Yeah.
His whole infatuation with Donald Trump. That's the slave mind right there. He's infatuated with a white man with power.
What was that? Samuel Jackson
That shit ain't nothing new
in
with Kanye, though.
in
It's
the
like-
12 years of
I-
slavery.
Oh yeah, the nigga
Yes,
Steven.
son,
understand
he
how it's like-
lies.
What
He
that nigga
lies.
on the horse
What that
for?
nigga doing on horse for? How
Nah, he
that
say
nigga
what
get in the house?
What that nigga doing in that neck?
Yeah,
Hey, Sam Jackson off Django was funny as a mother.
yeah, that nigga. Hey yo, he's a favorite hateable character.
My thing with Kanye though is like we talking about it. All the podcasts and shows are talking about
They
it.
all
and
talking about
that's
it.
Yeah, I
why
don't wanna
he's-
spend too much
So
time
so
with
we
Kanye.
gonna
That's
move
true.
it forward a little bit.
Before we move it forward, I just
A
want you
little bit.
bitch ass niggas to call the show up and tell me how slavery was a a choice. All you bitch ass niggas that I know personally that's on Facebook, I ain't gonna call your names out because you niggas know who you is. You know what I'm saying? You know me, you know Hunter. We went to the same school. Call the motherfucking show up.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Call the show up and let me know how slavery is a choice. But okay, now let's move on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about fucking Bill Cosby. How all these motherfuckers really is on this niggas.
That's why I said I'm defending myself tonight, because
bruh. So
everybody has different stances, and I can't really rock with everybody tonight. Man. I think everybody in Crown 360 tonight is on their own. Man.
So tell me,
so who's next?
Look, y'all, E, you was the most vocal on the little joint. Tell me right now how you feel about Mr. Puddin' Bob. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what you tell me what you feel.
Suck my pudding pop.
What's up? What you say outside about the nigga?
Oh my God. I just feel that Bill Cosby shouldn't have even admitted to what. First of all, I'm not saying that what he did, he didn't do it. I'm not saying that Bill Cosby didn't do it.
Okay.
I'm saying if he wanted to stay out of jail, he should not have.
Should have kept his mouth shut.
He should have kept his mouth shut. But justice is being served.
Justice is being
Yes.
served? Justice is being
Justice
served.
is being
Explain that to me. Oh, you know what? You explain that to me, then I want the mic to pass because I got something to say about that shit. Go ahead.
Because out of 60 females or 80, I'm not sure what the number was because it was really outrageous.
Okay.
I believe out of some of them women, this man took advantage of the women that he knew that he could not get control of.
So you saying he
And
got
I
all
believe-
60 of them? All 60 of them bitches
I did not
he got?
say that.
I'm trying to understand you,
I
girl.
did not say that.
Okay.
Do you hear what I am saying?
I'm trying to.
I believe that I believe that he did what he did. I believe that, and the only reason why he got caught is because he wrote in the deposition when the district attorney told him, when his lawyers, this new set of lawyers told him to write in the deposition what happened. This man put down that he gave these women Quaaludes without their knowledge.
Okay.
Which you just incriminated yourself under oath.
Okay.
How could I, as a juror, ignore that?
Especially as a woman.
As a woman, as a parent? Because it could have been a man. It could have been my son that he drugged just to feel on his penis. But what I'm saying is, because that's some freak shit.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was disgusting, and the only reason why he got caught up is because he opened his mouth. Because there's a lot of men in Hollywood that did it, have done it,
Okay.
but they didn't put it out there. They
Weinstein.
didn't put it out on the front street.
Oh, go ahead.
Weinstein, which he's getting he has a lawsuit by Judd. What's her name? The Judd sisters. He has a lawsuit coming now.
I mean, it's a bunch. Kevin Spacey had to come out and say he was gay to duck a charge, man. Oh, no, I'm gay.
Yeah, now.
Kevin Spacey wild as
wasn't
shit,
gay
man.
Yeah, you're a gang.
So,
No. I like 14-year-old boys. No, I'm
Gay
gay.
people can get raped.
Nah, so
I mean-
That's how you know the game is different, man. Like as far as what you talking about from a Hollywood standpoint. But go ahead.
No. I'm listening. And the only reason why I think that it was publicized so hard is because he was trying to buy NBC at one time. Because all of this stuff is old. This is 60 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
What happened to the statute of limitations?
I don't think he was ever going to get NBC. I mean, I think that I don't care what anybody says about it. I just don't see, how Bill Cosby was going to be able to own NBC. It's not
Well,
possible
he was
for
trying to
him.
get Oprah.
okay.
To help.
My point being is,
Please.
I mean, they became billionaires because of white Europeans. I mean,
Okay.
you're not about to buy something from somebody that they gave to you.
That's
That don't
true.
make
That's real
fucking
shit.
sense. I mean,
That's
come
real
on, man.
shit.
Ain't nobody give nobody none. But go ahead.
So
Hey.
See, this is my
See,
thing.
that's why this is the Royal Rumble. What the
With
fuck you
Bill.
mean by?
Hey,
Oh,
I'm not saying that Bill did what he did with all. I think it was 81 people that came
Come on,
forward.
man. 81?
All right.
I'm not
What we
saying
talking
he
about,
did it with
man?
all of them.
All right, come on.
But even if he did,
how many he do?
why
then?
get to age 80? And then if you got away with it
He
for
didn't
this
admit
long,
to raping. He admit to giving Quaaludes to bitches.
Same difference.
He don't understand.
Wow.
He doesn't
Same difference.
understand the
See,
change in
like
eras,
E
man.
said, you incriminated yourself when you
Slim,
admitted that.
think about
Wait,
rap.
I'm not done. that you drugged women.
Okay.
Because when you think drugged women, the next step is rape women.
You don't understand. That's what we're telling you. You don't understand his her
and then my other thing is,
okay. What's
you
your other thing?
you got one foot in the grave already. You 80.
Okay.
Why would you want to spend the rest of your life in jail or on probation?
You don't
This is
think
the
he
thing.
going to
All
jail?
right, all right,
Say
let
he
me-
didn't think he was going to get caught fucking them bitches,
This
man.
one, okay, all right.
What y'all talking about, man?
hold
But
on,
he
hold on.
denied it all this time, and now
Yeah, he denied it. That's what niggas from his
2018,
age
he
range
wants
do.
to admit.
All right,
Niggas,
listen.
period, would deny that.
Who on the
Steve
phone,
Harvey,
man?
not Steve Harvey's. Weinstein ain't admitting it.
All right, listen, hold on.
That's a whole different
Hold on,
story,
hold
man.
on, hold on.
Niggas ain't never gonna admit. to
Listen,
shit
now,
like
now
that.
I'm gonna say,
Ma, what's going on,
I'm
man?
gonna tell you like this, my nigga.
What you saying?
I don't know if the nigga did it or not. I don't know the nigga, so I ain't gonna say
Where
that the
there's
nigga did it or
smoke,
not.
there's fire.
And I don't
Remember
believe that shit neither because the white man is telling y'all what the fuck happened. And this is my point. Now, motherfuckers, if you were sitting here, this is what pissed me off about our people and our sisters, right? Because I see a lot of our sisters on the internet that's having strength and saying that a super predator is off the streets now. And this is the shit that pisses me off about that. When the niggas talking and laughing about the shit, but I don't see the uproar and upset in the black female community. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with you talking about Kevin Spacey. Same thing with the nigga off the white guy off Seventh Heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like these
You know why I
motherfuckers.
think? Because those people who were
Never confronted him, never came out.
not even that.
Nah,
but
they did.
Most of the people that they did those things to were not. It was part of the Me Too argument. People felt, especially black women, felt that Harvey Weinstein and all of those other people were getting this much media attention for it because white women.
Nah, let me tell you why you wrong.
Because Lupita
that's
Nyong'o was the only black woman
Exactly.
that said anything.
And
so
And
women-
nobody
point.
took her seriously until all
that's
the
that
other
bullshit.
white
But
men
still,
came.
but
I mean,
still.
white
That's
women
that
came.
bullshit.
But
Are women
still.
gonna ride for women or not?
Nah, but and that's my point. That's my whole point. You sisters are sitting over this joint, not knowing Bill Cosby from Adam and Eve. They don't even know this nigga. Let's not even put that out there, but that's just a fact. Now you going off the white media that's been defacing the names of everybody that has been trying to ascend these levels and try to go past glass ceilings. Now I'm not saying that people are absolved from fault, guilt, sins, whatever you want
Right,
to call
right,
it.
we already know that.
But what I'm saying is, you can't say justice is served when Charlie Sheen is admitting to giving bitches AIDS and shit, and this
And he's still a
motherfucker's
free
still
man.
free, being comfortable, living in Calabasas probably. But yet,
But let me ask you a question.
Please
Where
ask me.
are the women that he has infected?
this is what I'm saying.
A few of them came forward.
They came forward.
But
They-
he might have paid them off because the case never really went.
You ever
anywhere.
ask yourself why is it 80 women that's coming out here saying something? Is that ever been a question? Why 80 women?
Absolutely.
But my thing is,
Because I said in the beginning, half of them were lying. Even
Half of them were lying.
What was the model? The first
Even Janice
the-
Dickinson said.
Jan-
she said she was
Dickinson,
fucking lying.
She said she was lying
Yeah.
because she was trying to promote her book. She's
Yeah.
a drug addict.
Yeah, but she cried like a motherfucker. But she was on TV crying like shit. Talking about, I can't believe you did that to me.
And see,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the funny thing about the whole Cosby situation, because he got so many different outs, but the whole reason he's in the situation in the first place is from his own negligence.
But my nigga,
that's the shit I was telling you.
You right.
I don't
But
give
listen,
a fuck about
Negligent.
white supremacy attacking Bill Cosby and
Nigga.
attacking
It
his
has to
legacy.
do with
Nigga.
He was hip to that. He knew that. He was fighting white supremacy
All right.
from Bucks.
okay, listen.
Yeah.
Off
was.
Bucks.
Listen,
That's how he started.
was.
the empathy. Look, the
So how you
empathy.
slip up getting caught
should
fucking
be.
white bitches
Listen.
and you Bill
Wait,
Cosby?
hold on. Let's not, because
That don't make sense.
But
man.
listen, hold
We
on, my
have- we
nigga.
have some
The
Caucasian
absence,
callers.
the absence
That's
of
cool.
empathy.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just
hold
saying.
up. The absence of empathy, I understand that shit. Like,
It don't
I,
make sense.
I totally get that. But my beef is when I see sisters are starting to gain strength by seeing the system attack a man, people for.
right.
That's my whole thing. Let's not say, okay, let's not absolve him from
I
guilt.
don't even think that's it. I think it's just a whole women's movement that is going on, and it doesn't have to specifically have to do with Bill Cosby.
But that's what I'm saying. It's got to be bigger than some fucking cliche movement. We got to look at, we can't be sitting here measuring
But-
our shit with their shit because the system doesn't treat us the same. It does not treat us the same. So why the fuck do
and it
black
pins
women
black men and women against each other?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying this nigga's innocent or guilty. What I'm saying is for them to go at this nigga at 80 years old. He got 80 women.
They don't give a fuck.
This
They
shit,
savages,
this
man.
shit crazy. This is crazy,
man.
bro.
He
But
should have
a
seen
lot
that
of it
shit
is all
coming.
about money as well.
He
so.
should have seen that
I
shit coming.
actually think that his lawyers were some shit. To be
They
honest,
He
were.
should have seen that
because
shit
there's
coming, man.
no way.
Man, at 80 years
that
old,
he
this
Bill
nigga
was
mind
getting
some
convicted
shit.
for
Bill was
that.
doing the shit for too
At
long.
80 years
I'm
old,
telling
his
you.
mind is
I'm
some
telling
shit.
you.
From 40 plus
As a
years
black
ago.
man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a vicious analogy
Go ahead,
right now.
talk that shit. Talk that
Vicious
shit.
analogy. It's kind of like drinking Hennessy. You got a certain amount of
That shit
years to do
strong.
that shit.
That shit's strong.
I ain't vouching for rape, so I'm not gonna use the analogy. To
Ain't
equate to
nobody
rape.
here vouching for rape.
Exactly.
Absolutely
So I'm
not.
talking about as far as a man dealing with women. You have a certain amount of time to deal with certain things before it's like, you know what? It's time to leave that shit alone. In 2004, Bill was charged with or is accused of a charge when he's 65 years old.
Right.
Why the fuck are you 65 years old getting charged with anything close to rape?
I agree.
Irresponsible.
You're
I
right, because
agree.
he was negligent.
I agree.
He figured
You
he got away
negligent
with it for
putting
so
yourself
long
in
that he could keep
situation.
doing it.
What I'm saying is, in your 20s and your 30s, that shit was like 60s and 70s. Them
Yeah.
decades is gone. It's
Nah.
people that's dead and gone that thrived in them days. It's people that's alive now that don't even remember.
My nigga,
them.
but this
My point is,
Go ahead, bro.
he's negligent for putting himself in that situation. He even asked his wife. Like, his wife is out there looking stupid right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
she should
man.
be mad.
Listen, this is my thing. This is my thing. Hugh Hefner. If you look up the charges that was put on this nigga,
Hef don't got Camille.
but he didn't
But he's
need
also
Camille,
white.
nigga. That's
And
my
he
whole point. He didn't
also
need no
had a
fucking
husky
Camille.
He's
York-
white.
This
All right,
motherfucker has been
all right,
brought up on
all
shit
right,
talking
all
about
right,
this
all
nigga
right.
done rape bitches, this nigga done drug bitches, this nigga done had bitches fucking animals, all this shit. But this
That's
nigga,
true.
until the
That's
day
true.
he died, he
That's
was
true.
glorified for his shit.
I've never said anything
Because
about
it was
you.
an organized.
Nah, nigga,
But you
because
know
it was
what?
white,
It was
nigga.
organized.
Because it was white,
Exactly.
nigga.
But did Bill know about Hugh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Hugh
knew
came
about
first,
it.
so he should have been sharper. That's my point.
I agree.
That's
I agree.
Exactly.
You
I
learn
agree.
from
Bill
another
ain't
person's
Hugh.
mistakes.
I agree. That's what he
Bill
was wrong
ain't Hugh
at.
Hefner.
He
It
was
is what
wrong
it
for
is.
being out here
Hugh
thinking he
Hefner
was
went
one
out
of
as
these
a fucking
niggas.
legend. Bill Cosby gonna go out as a fucking bum.
Yeah, I mean,
They gonna drag
they
that
gonna
nigga
see.
under the dirt.
They
dog.
gonna see to it. They gonna see
This
to it.
nigga house arrest and he can't even walk. Where the
But-
fuck you gonna go? What you on house arrest for?
But you know what? This ties in with the
Don't even
Kanye
make
shit.
sense.
Hold on.
What's up?
But have y'all heard
It's like putting
R. Kelly
training wheels on
being
the-
compared to Hugh Hefner?
He
He's
should
another-
be.
He's a fuck
He
him too.
should be.
He's another one.
He
Organized
should be.
crime.
He
Hold up,
should be.
Hold up, Joe.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
if you want to hold black women,
Organized sex crime.
Hold up. And we gonna go to your. Well, I ain't gonna. I don't want to say it.
Nigga, talk that shit. What's up?
I was
Nigga,
going-
don't even get no train of thought. Nigga, bring it
Okay.
here, nigga.
Anyway,
What's up?
all right, my bad, my
Talk
bad, my
that
bad,
shit
my
here,
bad.
nigga.
My bad. Fuck you. E.
Where
My
you
bad.
from?
My bad.
Nigga.
That nigga said talk that shit here. You from LA?
I'm from everywhere. I got family out
Crown
Compton,
360
nigga.
Royal Rumble.
I got
Everybody
family
getting
out
fired
Compton,
up
nigga.
tonight.
Out Corona,
Anyway,
nigga. What's
all right,
good?
anyway, so-
I mean, let's be on
What
a
you
respectful
saying?
level. Come on.
I forgot. Hold on. What you
This
talking about?
We talking about
motherfucker
R.
here.
Kelly and who?
R.
Hugh
Kelly.
Hefner.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. So.
You were saying if he want to get on black
No.
women,
Like if we gonna get on black women, how do black women know that R. Kelly is a pedophile and still go pay to go to his shows and vouch for him and
Is
and
that
pay
what's
to see him
happening though?
perform?
Is that what
How the
happening?
fuck you think the nigga eating? Who you think going to see him?
I mean, that's true.
Not me.
That's
After I
true.
found out.
Niggas
about
ain't going to
that.
see R. Kelly
I didn't.
unless it's
true.
women there.
But listen, my thing is,
I didn't.
he
like
might be
that,
a sick
what he
nigga.
did.
He might. I mean, it seems like all the evidence points to him being a sick
Let's
nigga.
call people out if we gonna call them out.
That's what
all I'm saying.
That's what I'm about. Call them motherfuckers out. Well, my thing is, let's call everybody out. Keep the same energy, black people. Don't sit there and be in an
Don't pick
uproar
and
about
choose.
R. Kelly. But yeah, you sitting over this joint talking about how you love Hugh Hefner. You want to be a playgirl. This motherfucker, you don't even know this. Look into the research with this nigga. Find out what's in this nigga's background. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's another analogy to show how, you know, it's actually it's not, because we talk. You actually mentioned how Bill is not Hugh, right? He didn't get away with Hugh did.
Nah,
R.
he didn't.
Kelly damn sure is.
Nah, he didn't get away with Q.
Shit.
My nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hugh is a pedophile just like R. Kelly is.
Nigga, Hugh died being glorified. What are you talking about?
Dying. I'm
R.
talking
Kelly.
about.
Nah, nigga, listen.
And
You
both of them
said,
niggas pedophiles.
listen, nigga.
Both of them niggas pedophiles.
You just listen, bro. You just
Hefner
said, listen. I heard what you said. Listen, I'm
And
about
R.
to.
Kelly is both pedophiles.
That's not what you just said, bro.
I just said
You just
that.
said they got away. You said R. Kelly got away with Hugh Hefner did. That's what you just said. And I'm telling you, no, he didn't. Because no matter what you can say about Hugh Hefner, he died being glorified. That's what I'm trying to tell you. R. Kelly is not going to be died. The nigga ain't even glorified
But
now.
he's twice the age of R. Kelly, though. Keep that in context.
Nah, nigga, he's been doing it for years, way beyond R. Kelly.
Who?
What are you talking about? Hugh Hefner.
I got you on that.
My nigga, but when you
R.
say
Kelly's
get away,
not going anywhere near Hugh Hefner when he dies.
but what I'm saying is when you say get away, don't say get away, because R. Kelly is being judged and juried through the public. He's being dragged through the news media.
Nah.
He is, nigga. Open your eyes. He's being dragged. But Hugh
Now
Hefner was
he is.
never dragged.
Now he is.
What
He
time was
was
Hugh
before.
Hefner? Nigga, what happened?
He was before.
R.
What
Kelly
time? What
been
time was Hugh
singing-
Hefner dragged? Tell me what time was Hugh Hefner dragged? Before,
Never.
No,
Nigga, please.
No, and that's where the comparison is kind of off, because that's where it kind of fits more to Bill because of the longevity, and plus that Hugh has never been a talented
But
music.
these women
music.
were on
They
salary.
pedophiles
This
just
is
based
why
on
I'm
they
not
fuck with
understanding.
younger.
I get that, but my
These
thing
women
is
were on salary. That's why
Hugh
it wasn't-
Hefner got away with shit. That's the definition of
Right.
getting.
No, he did.
Bill Cosby, R. Kelly didn't get away with nothing. Them
R.
niggas.
Kelly is scot free. Yeah, R. Kelly's the next Bill Cosby whole time.
Let me
His
tell you
case is getting
something.
built.
You talking about
Hugh
you acting like this
Hefner
nigga Hugh Hefner died with niggas.
Hugh
The
Hefner-
Playboy is not being glorified, bro.
Playboy.
It's not
the
comparable,
thing
man.
about Playboy and Bill
Right,
Cosby
don't compare it.
is contracts. Hugh Hefner had these women.
I said both of them
signing
pedophiles. That's what I
contracts.
said.
Nah, you
that.
said one got away with the other. I know what you said, nigga.
And they were
Let the
on
tape
payroll.
run, nigga.
And
They
one
were
didn't
on
get away with
payroll.
it.
Nigga, the niggas ain't getting away with shit.
So you vouching for R. Kelly is what you saying?
I'm telling you what the nigga.
So who didn't get away with it?
Listen what I'm
Okay,
telling you.
next. Y'all
Nah,
gonna keep
fuck
on
that.
going.
Nah, hold up. Let me talk to
Y'all
this
gonna
nigga.
keep-
Who didn't
We
get away
knew
with
this
it?
episode.
See, that's
would
the
be
problem. Women
y'all
always
let-
getting in the middle of what men trying to do.
Y'all
Let
gonna-
Let's
men
start that men-women shit.
The
Nah.
thing
Calm
about
that
it is-
down.
Yeah, 'cause
let
the thing
men
about
talk.
it is-
Can men talk for a second,
I'm
please?
just
Y'all can
I'm
talk,
just
but
asking the
it's
question.
on. The show is almost over. What I'm saying
Who
is,
got away with what?
it's
Nah.
6:50 after. What I'm saying is,
We didn't even start on time. What you saying? We don't never start on
are you
time.
spitting on me?
No, I'm messing with
Take your DNA somewhere else. See, that's why R. Kelly got fucked up. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So DNA everywhere, trying to piss on somebody. So
Man, we gotta call her, man. Fuck all that
Just-
bullshit.
yeah.
Hey, yo, Carla, what's good?
How you doing? How you doing? This new Big Primo, Champion League.
Bro.
it was getting a little heated up in this joint. Did you hear it?
that shit, man. Boom, what's good, man? What you guys say, Cup?
Big Paul, what's up?
What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing?
We doing
We doing good. What's going on?
Big Poom.
What's up? It's 2 times.
Where two time at? What two time at?
2 times right here.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's up? How the hell it up?
So today, man, it's been heated. I'm trying to get my mind together right now.
what
I'm
I'm
so
talking
glad you guys called. Today is the day, and I wanted y'all to call in today. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I admire your I admire a lot of things about you, you know, and I wanted you to call in to explain to us the craft and how you guys got started in the music industry and what you guys are working on now, when your next show is, where we can find you at, and everything. So I need you to introduce yourself to the Crown 360 family.
What up, Crown 360? It's your boy Big Puma. Hey,
What's good?
We good.
And we are Champion League. But
League in the house.
Big Puma. Speaking for myself, I've been in this music industry for a pretty long time. I've really been writing songs, and you know, when my mom's put me on punishment as a youngin', I just go to the corner, just go write, go pick up a dictionary. She always had us in the dictionary and stuff like that. So like our vocabulary is pretty well, I would say. So like we really in this music industry. For myself speaking,
yes,
I've been doing it for a pretty long time.
That's a wonderful
Right.
thing.
In all honesty, we've been staying consistent for a good 2 years. Yeah, me and Lil Puma, Actually, I always been into rap and stuff like that. But I used to play basketball for a long time. That used to be my first love. But once I got in the studio and actually started hearing my voice and hearing what like I'm talking about and how my life is coming together and stuff like that, I've been going strong for it. For this music stuff for about like 2 years now. So, and I feel like this is my calling.
So what made you guys collaborate together and get the sound you have gotten?
Well, what really made us collaborate together is that, like, people really, our whole life, we've been asked, are we twins? Are we twins?
Y'all do look alike, though.
So we just like, I mean, we might as well do everything together, you feel me?
Absolutely.
So we just started picking up something that just sounded real well with us. Our voices mesh pretty well.
And can I tell the audience who your father is?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so these two young men, their father was an outstanding member of this awesome group that I grew up with in Long Island called So For Real.
So For Real?
So For Real.
Throwback.
So For Real. So they taking me back. And I mean, this is something you guys are picking up and you guys are doing so well. And I cannot wait to let our listeners hear one of y'all tracks y'all have. So what track are our listeners gonna be hearing when we tune off?
Well, when you guys tune off, the track that you will be listening to is our latest single, Loco.
Okay.
It means crazy in Spanish because, you know, Big Puma 2 times just went off. Absolutely. Like always. So it's just something that we do.
Oh, that's what's up. So let me ask you something. Coming from New York, how was the change from New York to Atlanta? Because you live in Atlanta now, right?
Yes. The change from New York to Atlanta, I mean, it's very slow down here, and everything is really spaced out. New York, everything was really fast-paced and getting to the point. It's like no in-between with New York, but out here, it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's real crazy. Like, I mean, it's not a bad transition. You really have to get used to it.
Yeah.
But growing up out here, you really have a different point of view, different perspective because, like, life is different because you know, once you're young and then you grow up, just to see the real world hit you in your face and you're not really where you're from.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, dang, what do I do?
Yeah.
So like, and then we just picked up this music stuff because we know we're gifted, we know we're talented, and not to sound cocky or arrogant or anything like that.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about, confidence.
We just know, like, we have that it factor. That's what I see. That's what I see in ourselves.
And you have to have confidence in what you do. Another thing, this is my last question. Where can the listeners find you at?
Via your social media.
Thank you. Via your social media.
Via social media, you guys can find us, or you can find our latest music videos out on YouTube. You can just type in BC, B as in boy, C as in child, so BC Champion League on YouTube. Or if that's too much to look up, then you can just type my stage name in Big Puma, BIGGPUMA. We also have music out on SoundCloud.
Absolutely.
And our social media, our Instagram is at BC Champion League, and you can click the link in our bio to find any of our songs that we have out. I think we have at least seven singles out right now.
Yeah.
Some features, some aren't.
Well, I can't wait to hear the single.
I can't wait, and I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you guys.
And
You gotta send it to the show, man.
And I'm proud of your mother as she is your manager, and let her know that I love her. And I look forward to hearing more of you guys. And y'all keep your head up and keep on having the confidence that you have. And love you guys.
Keep bringing the fire, guys.
Hey, we love y'all, Crown 360. Y'all stay blessed. We love you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Much
Love you
love. Appreciate it.
too.
All
All right,
All
right, baby.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye,
You
you
too.
too.
right, that's what's
Wow,
up.
wow.
Okay, so this is stuck. There we go.
So what's up? How much time we got left?
We got some time.
Oh, I want to hear their music.
Hey man, them
want to go
niggas
with
from
what?
Philly, from the Starbucks in Philly was lunching. We gotta go there.
What's up with that? What's up
With
with
the
it?
dollar
about that.
shit, man. How them police run up on you in the Starbucks and y'all both donate $1?
I don't understand. I hear
And
about
then you want $200,000 donated to like a business financing
Oh,
fund.
you talking about
The dudes that got ran up on in the Starbucks.
Yeah. I was kind of puzzled with that.
Y'all ain't hear about
That
that?
was disappointing.
That's reminded me of that Taylor Swift shit when she said that man put his hands under her dress and she just wanted $1 from him to it was just crazy.
$1?
I don't even understand that.
Where'd that come from? I don't know. I don't know where my shit came from the whole time.
Yeah, but nah, them niggas been on that fuck shit though. I told you they got paid off because right after that shit, them niggas was right after they been through that shit, them niggas went on an Ellen tour and all them talk show tours talking about it wasn't a black thing, it was a human thing. You know what I'm saying?
That shit about though? Like why would you think that dudes in that position, like black melanated men in that position, would kind of like $200,000 like.
I would have took
We
them
ain't
for
really
all they got.
we ain't clocking funds from other people, and we ain't on that type shit. But how you in that position and you not pulling millions from them people, and then using it the way you want to use it? Like why would you say that I'll take $1, and then give me $200,000?
But why you assume that they in a position of leverage just because something happened to them being black?
That's true.
Because they reached a settlement.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't know. You ever look at mafia movies? You ever look at Godfather when that nigga
You
famous
think they
shit?
was scared into.
Nah, what I'm saying is the nigga, one of the most famous things from the Godfather. The nigga say, "I made him an offer he can't refuse."
Oh, that's what happened.
I know
that's
what I'm saying. Where do you think that shit come from?
I know that's what happened.
This shit come from white motherfuckers. They've been white gangster and niggas like that for a minute.
That shit.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised that them niggas went on that tour and said that Bama shit.
Clearly, that's what happened because you asked for $1 a piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like in my mind, what I'm asking is, on the other end of the spectrum, our end of the spectrum, if you have the spirit of somebody that's standing up and that strong, how the fuck you ask for $1 than $200,000? That don't even make sense.
How old were they?
They was.
What do
you mean $1? Like $1 bill?
Yeah.
I mean, but that was all for me, my nigga. Like that shit ain't. We gotta get into the facts of that shit. I'm not gonna run with that. You know what I'm saying? That was all for facts. But one thing I was like I said, I was disappointed in them because they did go on a tour and they was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't a black thing. It was obviously a black thing. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Subway was at fault for it, but obviously the prejudice in that woman's Starbucks. I'm saying,
individual person.
she had some prejudiceness. You know what I'm saying?
Starbucks I go
she
to
acted,
so.
but it was another Starbucks incident. That's why motherfuckers is calling them out like it's a Starbucks thing. But
it's not.
It's a prejudice amongst people. You know what I'm saying? Like people are prejudiced amongst. We don't see each other in how we should because we following the programming of the media.
Thank you.
But don't say thank you if you walk around thinking Cosby is guilty of some shit.
Yes.
But see, the media told you that. White man told you that.
No, the media. He said it out of his mouth.
On that though, like
he didn't say he raped shit.
He said that
he said he gave bitches
molestation is still a violation.
He didn't say he molested shit.
He did molest some of them women.
You said he said it.
He said Quavo. What are you gonna give me a drug for?
So you insinuate.
So you can take advantage of me.
Listen. In law, you have to prove. In court of law, you have to prove. You have to have proof.
Okay.
Don't insinuate because I gave you a.
Didn't he have a jury?
Oh, that's fair for niggas.
No, but if he had a jury. If you as a man, whether you're black or white, get on the stand.
Nah, don't tell me whether you black or white.
And you have
don't
a
say
jury,
whether you black or white.
If somebody gives you cocaine and you don't take cocaine,
and you have a jury, and you tell the jury, especially if half of them are women, because I'm sure they weren't all men. Yeah, I'm Bill Cosby. I did give them whatever the drug was. As a woman. First of all, we are taught to protect ourselves. My dad always taught me growing up, you don't never take a drink you ain't see nobody make. So if somebody gives you a drink and they admitted that they drugged you, what the fuck else conclusion did you think they was trying to do?
Listen, all I'm saying is the nigga we talking about facts.
You can't say he not guilty at all.
I'm not saying that. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the strength, like we talking about the 60s, 70s. That's a time period I don't think none of us was born.
I told you, like the 60s and 70s, he was getting
that lady that
now
was,
he getting to
that lady that was able to sue him and prosecute and put a lawsuit against him was something that was in the 90s, in the 80s. So
Right.
that was not
But
the
what happened with that?
statute of limitation.
What happened with
was
that?
Not has not had did not expire.
What happened with that case?
He was convicted of drugging her.
He did. No, you talking about 2000 what? You talking about 2000
The lady
what?
that was in court. What's the one that looked like that character from Bart Simpson?
Yeah, with the big bush.
I'm saying.
I can't think of the name.
I
my-
thought she was a man.
My thing
for
is,
real,
the
though.
shit that did, I'm not even about if the nigga did it or not. My thing is,
Man.
the belief in the system, that shit sickens me with niggas. Don't say it because the system told you this nigga's a pervert. Now you motherfuckers is running with it. Before the system told you, I ain't see you motherfuckers out here running with that shit. That's why I'm saying don't let the system think for y'all.
So this is the thing with
That
this,
don't apply to Bill
wait,
Cosby.
this
Nigga,
is,
hold up,
wait,
time
wait,
out,
wait,
hold
wait,
up.
hold on.
All right,
This
go
is
ahead.
the thing with the quote unquote system. Okay, so a huge amount of women came forward. Of course, we know that all of them aren't telling the truth. A lot of them bitches is lying. But you cannot say that a handful of them are not telling the truth.
Right, that's the problem.
And you
Okay.
can't
Part of
say
the
that
problem
it did
with Bill
not
Cosby.
All
happen.
right, this is my problem. Let me
Put
tell you my
yourself in that
problem.
position.
And even-
Let me tell you my
And
problem.
again, like I keep saying,
Let me tell
where
you my
there is
problem.
smoke,
Quincy
there's
ain't bought
fire.
shit either.
So because all of them are true,
Fuck
doesn't
Quincy
make
too.
some of
Hold
them
up.
not.
Let me tell you my problem. Let me tell you my problem. So Cosby, a black man, has 80 motherfuckers coming out. You can sit here and tell me some of them are lying. But yet Trump, our president, has fewer women who came out. This nigga is a president.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
No,
Fuck that
no,
bullshit.
we not
That's
saying
not-
that it's not
that's
right.
irrelevant.
Nah, but nah,
Fuck that shit.
nigga, how is
Bill
it? Nah,
Cosby
We not saying
was
that
supposed to
it's
be
not
even
right.
fucking half of them bitches because they wasn't even
But
looking like
they're also
nothing.
white,
What
so
was
they
you
have
talking about?
privilege.
What was you saying about
my
the
point
president?
is, motherfuckers are having some sort of grabbing their nuts moment with
Yeah.
saying that Cosby is, oh, he's guilty of this, he's guilty of that. But the same white motherfuckers that have been doing worse than this nigga have fewer people come out and say shit.
true.
But yet,
Weinstein
it's
and all
no
that.
energy. That's what this is my point.
But
There's
you know
no
why, though?
energy. Nah, hold up. It's no energy.
Because
But
there
you
was
know
only
why,
2
though.
females that came out about
Nah,
it.
fuck that. But how-
And
but
she's
this-
trying to
Hold
sue
up.
him.
Weinstein is a good
And
is
his
a good
lawyer,
argument.
his
The
doctors.
system.
Because Weinstein had his firestorm
His-
and it fell off. Cosby shit been going for years. It's because of the fucking melanin. That's
Let me tell
it.
you something.
That's
We know
my
that.
Let me
point,
tell
though,
you
man.
something.
That's
We
my
got
point.
that.
All these Bammers is guilty. Point blank, period. All of them
And-
is
but it-
guilty
but it
in
speaks
some
towards
type of
different
way,
types of
shape, or
crimes.
form.
Says
but
what?
only the melanated man gets prosecuted for it.
Right, but
so-
we should know why though.
But
We
this
know
what I'm saying.
why.
It ain't
This-
over yet.
this
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
over yet.
I'm not saying he's wrong or right for going to jail for what he did or may have did. But my thing is, what do black women get out of saying he did that shit? He
Why
should
do you
pay.
keep on saying this looks like black women?
Listen, when I'm on
Yes,
Instagram,
because
women
black
all
women
over.
are all
Women-
over Harvey Weinstein. Black women
I don't see that.
were all
I don't
over
see that.
Charlie Sheen.
Let me-
I don't
hold
see
on.
that.
Can
I don't
tell
see
y'all-
that.
Can I tell you
I don't see
something
that shit.
personal?
That's a lie.
I'm gonna talk to y'all about something personal, okay?
Oh shit.
Nah, this is deep.
I heard you, Rodney.
Rodney funny.
I was dating a guy.
Uh-oh. Story
When I
time.
was- when
He
I-
ain't do it. Fuck it. Next story. Say nah. Go ahead. How bad?
I was dating a guy, and I was about 20 years old. We were dating. He wanted to have anal sex with me, and I told him, "Stop smiling." I told him, "No,
Okay.
no,
Why?
no."
It don't
Because
matter.
Don't deviate
it
the
don't
story.
matter. She
Don't
said
deviate the story, Hunter, with your
I
weird
told
shit.
him no,
Please.
and he forced himself upon me, and for months and months, and it was so
Traumatic.
traumatic it was to me. Even though me and him dated and stuff, I didn't look at it as rape until I told a friend of mine that hooked us up, and he wanted to kill this man. And he said, "Do you know what he did to you? He raped you. He raped you."
Hold on.
And even though we were dating and I still went to go and see him, and he violated me. I told him not to. He violated me. And at that time, I didn't realize, because I was like, did I do something wrong? Sometimes you think
You
about
blame yourself.
You blame yourself. You become a victim two times over. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, the reason why I'm saying this is because you say, why is females don't talk about it right away? And why? Because they're ashamed. Mm-hmm. They are ashamed of why they put themselves in that position. I shouldn't have even been dating this guy. And they're ashamed of being ridiculed all over again.
It's kind of like I should have known better type of thing.
I should have known better. And why did he do this to me? Did I do something wrong? You start questioning yourself and whatnot. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is my first time really talking about it, you know. But I want people to understand that just because you do not come out in the beginning and say that you have been victimized or say that something has happened to you, does not mean that it did not happen to you. It does not mean that. There are a lot of women that do lie. And I really believe what we were talking about outside with this cop situation, when he was saying that he met the 18-year-old online. He thought she was 18, but she was 14 and stuff. You know, or when you have a football player that's out here that's achieving a lot, and then he gets jailed for false allegations of a female saying that she raped him. I do think that some women need to be punished as well for their actions as well. But you can't always say that because somebody did not say something that it did not happen to them. And that's all I'm saying. You know, that's
true
all.
Shit.
That's all
true
I'm
shit.
saying.
That's a hell of a testimony too. I mean, and we know that, and I don't think that Joe is overlooking that, or I am either. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go
to court. I didn't do nothing.
Right.
You know? It happened.
That's the thing. But it's women that on the other end of the spectrum that haven't gone through the same experiences you have. They just manipulate it and play it. And that's the bad part about human beings. Like, human beings' biggest and worst problem is other human beings.
Yeah.
So it's just dealing with other people.
How much time we got left, man?
What you got to say? Let's hear it. Because you started something and then...
I ain't got nothing to say after that, man. What am I supposed to say after that? I ain't got nothing to say after that. That took a heavy turn.
That's real stuff. I mean, you know...
But it really happens. And this is why I can understand what you're saying, but I can understand what some of the women that are really victims are saying, being that they didn't want to come out right away, being that they felt like they're going to be victimized all over again, you know. And it was a case that just happened where a lot of women that were raped, their kits, their DNA kits were never investigated. A lot of rape cases went unopened, untouched. Mm-hmm. Because they don't know who to believe and who not to believe. But what I'm telling women is, if something happens to you and you feel that you have been victimized and you feel at that time that you have been raped and somebody took advantage of you, you need to go and be vocal about it right away.
And that's whether it's your boyfriend, your husband.
Right away. And don't
anybody.
Lie about it. Don't lie about it. Don't lie about it. Be honest and come out. If you feel that way, be honest and come out with it right away. And don't feel ashamed of what somebody's going to say to you. But just don't lie. Just don't lie. Because you hurt that other person as well as yourself. So that's all I have to say.
Yep.
Well, on that note, you know what I'm saying? I guess I want to promote my man.
That calmed down the whole conversation.
Man, look. I'm going to promote my man Edibon, my man Waco. Got the best edibles in the city, you know what I'm saying? My man, he got Edibon. His Instagram is at Edibon202. Holler at that nigga. Got the best edibles in the city. My nigga Mark got the www.customsworks. Customsworks and .net. They do motherfucking airbrushing, rim fixing, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Powder coating, all that good stuff, man. Holler at them. You know what I'm saying? We promoting black business always. This nigga got
all the time.
This nigga got the melanin
sex sales, adult hoodies.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
With great dick comes great responsibility. Shout out
And
to
pussy.
Tristan Thompson.
This is a
Let's not
table of
forget that.
open
Hey,
minds.
Chloe.
Yeah, like I said,
Hey, Chloe.
Edabomb at
He
Edabomb
put that thing on ya.
and www.customsworks.
There you go. Hey, there you go, Randy.
Champion League, we about to play
Hey.
Holla at you.
now. Holla at you. Local Big Puma and 2 times.
Yeah, we about to play
Ended
these
it up.
songs and shit right now, homie. Yeah.
All right,
Champion
y'all.
League.
Much love, much love, much love.
See y'all
much
next
love.
week. Good night.
Why these niggas hating, man? I don't know, you tell these niggas pussy and they real locals. Niggas mad, scary. Big Puma. Yeah, I'm from New York, everything around me local. Yo, bitch, she hang on my dick like a poster. Mixing the water, came in with some soda. Fuck the Sprite bottle, I drink Coca-Cola. I don't need your hoe, but I told her come over, bend over. Slurp on this digit like Cola. Don't chirp on my phone, I don't do Motorola. You playing my name, better watch over shoulders. My bitch like a witch on the dick, hocus pocus. V12 our engine, no motor. She not gonna stop, so I told her pull over. Don't rent the Range Rover, girl, you could do better. Step out the villain, let's check out the weather. Speed like Andretti, but file a propeller. I'm better, well mannered, unelegant fella. Get the pussy wetter, need an umbrella. I'm the professor, perform at Coachella. 2 friends can fight together, jet with 1 feather. Me and 2 times, we gon' rock her wherever. However, whenever, man, fuck on forever. It's not whenever, this shit built on schedule. Fuck everyone that was late, cause they overdue. I'm tryna stack up my bands and get over you. We see the gang, the nigga we told you. Fucking on older women just like soul food. Picking up Asian hoes that like tofu. If I hit static, we approaching you. Got a new clicky, come with a host or 2. Now it's about money, little nigga who coaching you. Look at my life, man, this shit is not average. I'm struggling, sleep on the floor with my mattress. We hustling, just for new life and new passion. They come to me. Hood say I'm fired, they rapping shit. Me and my brother be matching shit. Bitches be going so crazy, catastrophe. Thanking God because he made a little masterpiece. Jigging, finessing, I'm running like Forrest. In the ville, you know we stacking up hordes. These niggas acting like we not important. All of them pussy, all of them rookies. They say they asking and getting these handouts. I'm getting to this shit, won't catch my hand out. Paranoid so much, I think I hear voice exploring. I think it's time for extortion. You pour him, I keep the sticks in the storage. Curious, I leave him hanging like George. Gotta survive in the jungle, Jumanji. I spending money, it come back like bungee. Me and Big Puma stay on with a cord. Driving around in a Honda Accord. Now we pull up in them big body Fords. Fucking on little bitties, bitches and whores. I'm trying to get up, man, stack it up more. Steady looking around just like a tour. We pull up, we smashing, we give no remorse. Big Puma 2 times, we grounded for 4. 2 times. Yeah. You pour him, I keep the sticks in the storage. Curious, I leave him hanging like George. Gotta survive in the jungle, Jumanji. I spending money, it come back like bungee. Me and Big Puma stay on with a cord. Driving around in a Honda Accord. Now we pull up in them big body Fords. Fucking on little bitties, bitches and whores. I'm trying to get up, man, stack it up more. Steady looking around just like a tour. We pull up, we smashing, we give no remorse. Big Puma 2 times, we grounded for 4. 2 times. Yeah.